Christmas in China can be pretty lonely if you don't have friends to celebrate it with. Unfortunately for me, all of my friends decided that Christmas in the West was much better than it is in China, so they ditched me, and now I'm sitting here in my best friend's empty apartment with a sex doll. So I've lived in China for about 4 Christmases now, and honestly all of them sucked except for last year's, where I had a big party at my place. We had Winston over and a bunch of my other friends, and Seymour came over. We cooked, we drank, and it was an absolute blast. This year, however, like I said, they all left. And I wanted to make this video to talk to you guys about how lonely holidays can be in China and what maybe you can do to remedy that loneliness. The thing is, Christmas in China is more of a commercialized thing. They don't necessarily celebrate it. They do like exchange gifts, but it's mostly for like sales at stores and just that cheap kind of, decorations to get customers coming in. It's not, obviously it's China, they don't have the tradition of celebrating Christmas. And what that means for foreigners is that you lose that whole feeling. Christmas is my favorite time of year. I love the feeling, I love just the atmosphere Christmas gives, and that's all lost in China just because it's not celebrated here. In order to have that atmosphere, to have that kind of feeling of togetherness, you do need Western friends, which is something I'm severely lacking of, and the ones that I do have are all at home. So if you're one of those people who are really good at hosting or throwing parties, you can definitely find foreigners, especially foreigners and Chinese people, that would be interested in celebrating Christmas with you. But for the Chinese people, you're gonna have to teach them how to bake cookies or do this or do that. But the weight is all on your shoulders because you're kind of representing this whole holiday, and you kind of want to get it right the first time. I threw a party last year and it was great, but that was really with close friends, and it's not quite the same thing. Now, the only Chinese people that you can find to really celebrate Christmas with are usually really religious. They converted to Christianity, and they spend a lot of their times at church and going to mass, and me not being a very religious person, it's just not that fun for me. Christmas for me, throughout my entire life, is getting together with family and friends, drinking, exchanging gifts, just taking in the atmosphere. Religion didn't really play a huge part of it, and that's just in China, it just doesn't really work like that. Now, it's not just Christmas that suffers from this. Chinese New Year, which is a huge holiday in China, it sucks for foreigners most of the time. Last year, just like Christmas, I had a great time. I got to go see my friend's hometown and all that. But how it usually works is that all of the Chinese people go home to their hometowns, they have dinner and have fun with their family, but you as a foreigner who probably has no family in China has nothing to do. And it just creates this kind of lonely, empty atmosphere. All of the stores are closed, there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do, there's hardly anything to eat except for McDonald's, and you just kind of have this waiting period for a few days or a few weeks while you wait for the holiday to go over to resume your normal life. And it's kind of like there's just no holidays in China at the end of the day. Holidays are so bad I can't even get my fucking VPN to work for my fake fireplace. Now, if you're thinking you can kind of get by this problem by traveling, good luck, because on most Chinese holidays, traveling is impossible or just ridiculous. There's too many people on the trains and the planes, so it becomes either really expensive or jam-packed and you'll never actually get anywhere. Christmas, depending on where you work, it depends. If you work at a university, chances are you have winter break, so you can travel, but keep in mind that all of the other students also have that holiday off, so they'll be traveling. Me personally, I only get 3 days off, and 2 of those days are a weekend, so I'm not going to be going anywhere. I'm just going to be spending my holidays with sweet dear Meredith here. Anyways, guys, that's my video. Christmas in China for me is going to be kind of lonely. Share and like and comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.